Hey guys, we are here. It is day, I don't know, but we're at RBI Crew 7. I'm so excited to interview this team. They have a tremendous store. They've been doing this a really long time. They've built a huge Instagram. They have a podcast. They really do business the right way, and their trade nights are epic. I'm so excited to talk with them and share it with you. Let's go in. This is Tyson. He's the producer of the podcast. Tyson, how long have you been with RBI Crew?
Oh my gosh. Right when the original store was built in Florissant.
Oh my God.
I was in there filling walls with concrete filled because the wall had giant holes dug out of it. And so we were in there trying to clean it up and get it ready and built for the first shop, the first location.
So you are the definition of an OG.
12, 13, yeah. Well, for the shop's sake, for the storefront's sake, the original RBI Crew 7, which was Ryan and Neil, oh gosh, it was even 2003, 2004, 2005 kind of when they started getting together. So it's been a long partnership. It's been very good.
That's amazing. So you've been doing cards full time for 12 years? Mm-hmm. That's great. And you see yourself doing this forever?
As long as he allows me to.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, I'd love it, yeah.
So tell me how the podcast started, since you're the producer. You're really the glue.
Thank you. That's going to be on a video now.
You are?
Yeah, so I mean, we typically do it on Thursdays. We'll go off to an offsite location and I'll set up everything because we don't have it all just like drilled in the walls, or we have to set up everything manually for now. And then I'm got everything, headsets and all the, I don't know what you can get detailed, but all the sound checks, mic checks and background musics and stuff like that, and get them toned in. And then it's an hour of chaos, and then I have to go edit it for an hour and a half. So I don't know, it's really easy right now. There's no video. Uh-huh. That might change soon, so that'll be more painful for me, but it'll be fun still.
How long has the podcast been going?
Over a year. We're on episode 84, and I think we've missed about 4 total weeks. So,
what motivated you guys to want to do that?
Well, so Ryan and Neil both worked in the same office forever, basically, and they both said, instead of us continuously getting interrupted with this and that while we're in our office, we'd love to just be in our own separate location and just be able to talk about whatever, mainly fantasy football, wrestling, a little bit of hobby stuff. Obviously, we talk about our sales, or we talk about, what big events are coming up for, like Topps just had their International Card Day. And so we'll talk about that and try to get, let people know what's coming up. And then it's chaos after that. Just fun, casual talk.
That's great. What was the biggest pull that you remember in this store?
In the shop.
Like
we had a Babe Ruth cut.
In the shop? Mm-hmm. Oh, how much bigger does it get than that?
Opening a box of Break Kings, I think it was.
Yeah.
And sure enough, there it was, just sitting there in a little penny slip. We're like,
That's amazing.
That was pretty cool.
So, the people behind the scenes on podcasts and this, they definitely don't get the credit that they deserve, because I'm serious, and that you guys hold the show together. I wouldn't be able to do this without them. Give some encouraging words for people to want to do more stuff like that, so people can get to know the people that they're buying from, because people ultimately do business with people that they like, right? So give some encouraging words on how you guys fought through the tough times. How rewarding is it?
Honestly, the big thing for me is that, don't look at views, don't look at, oh, that looked bad or that looked good, or, just continue consistency. If you're going to do it every week, do it every week. If it's every Thursday at 5 o'clock, keep to a schedule and just keep going, keep driving. Obviously, with customers coming in, explain to them, hey, we open a box of this. We open it on our podcast if you want to listen to that, and just let them know where it is or how they can find it. And just continually, just every day, pick up one. I don't know. You can't be defeated when you see only 3 or 4 people looked at it. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep being you, and you'll drive through and you'll pound through. Someone will find you and keep going.
Accountability and consistency.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. All right, so we're with Neil here from RBI Crew. He is one of the two owners, Ryan and Neil. Most of the time you see Ryan, but we're lucky enough to get Neil today. This is going to be great. So, Neil, tell me when you started collecting.
I started collecting when I was young, like most people, and it stopped when you get interested in like girls and stuff like that, of course. And then I want to say about 2005-ish, I got back into it.
And you got back into it with what? Like singles?
Singles mainly.
Singles.
Just because baseball's big in St. Louis, so I was doing like the Cardinals, like most people do.
Yeah. So how did you and Ryan meet?
I actually knew his wife first. We worked together at Finish Line, and I talked about collecting cards, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my boyfriend collects cards," and she put us into talking, and next thing you know, we're doing GroupBreaks in 2007.
7?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a lot tougher back then.
Yeah,
a lot tougher.
Tell us how you got the name RB, because
it's different, right?
Yeah.
But that's why we wanted it.
I love it.
Okay, so Ryan on message boards was RBI Sportscards, and I was a JD Drew guy in the late 90s, so I was Drew Crew 7. Cut off part of his, cut off part of mine. My favorite player's number was 7. His favorite number was 7. Just worked out.
It's awesome. So I always say that the people that did the best over the last 4 years are those who were in cards before it was cool to do cards, right? The people that really loved it.
You can see the ups and downs,
the grinders. Yeah. Oh yeah, there were a lot of downs. There were a lot of downs. So the pandemic happens, card prices go through the roof.
Yep.
Tell us how that impacted your business.
Honestly, when it first happened, we were like, oh man, we're going to be in trouble because everything's going to tank. But then we realized people are wanting something they can hold instead of like a stock that they see on their computer. So that's what they were investing in. So we had an online presence, luckily, and our stuff started, like we have a website that people can order, we just ship it to them. So it just took off from there.
So your Instagram is huge. You guys do a really good job. You got a ton of followers.
Like I told you, we like to have fun.
Yep.
I mean, that's what we do.
Is there anything that you would change about the way you guys built your business? In other words, is there anything that you would have added or that decisions that you made that you wish you didn't make?
Honestly, the journey's probably the best part. So I probably wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
Because that makes us who we are.
Yep.
You start, you work your butt off, and it pays off.
In terms of the industry, I have some people that I really look up to and admire, love the way they built their business.
Yeah.
Anybody that's really inspired you to build your business the way you have?
We just like I know Ryan's big on Burbank. That's how we got this going. Made it a lot easier for our collectors to find what they're looking for. We just, whoever's grinding, like Nate at Grand Slam, he just bought a bigger space. He started out in a little corner in a strip mall, and he's just building it and building it. Stuff like that, those success stories, we just love to see. Yeah. Our motto is adapt or die. You always got to adapt.
And can you see yourself doing this forever?
Oh yeah, I don't see it doing anything else.
No.
I'm 43. I plan on doing this for like next 50 years.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. Well, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it. Thanks
Thank you for coming out.
Busy. Thank you. This was great. You guys do a really great job. We just finished up with Neil at RBI Crew. Man, is he one passionate collector, lifelong collector, and he still goes at it the same way, attacks it the same way as he did in 2005 when they were breaking on YouTube or through message boards and just grinded their way to this. What an inspiration. What a really great guy. So happy we had the opportunity to stop and talk with him. He was so gracious, took time out of his day, answered all of our questions. Let us talk to other collectors in the store. What a great guy, what a great brand, great business. These guys are pillars of the hobby and somebody you definitely want to model yourself after. Thanks again, we really appreciate it. All right, we are here at the Collector's Store outside of St. Louis. Just the depth and breadth of this store is unbelievable. I'm so excited to go inside. They've been open since 2001. This is just the kind of guy I want to hear from because he's been through lots of ups and downs. Hoping he's here and available to talk. Come on, let's go. Well, we're traveling across country. We bought a deal out in LA. We're driving all the way back across. We're stopping at lots of stores along the way.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, was hoping I'd be able to get a few minutes of your time.
Yeah.
And we're gonna feature you on our YouTube, on our Instagram.
Is it like a video or something?
Yeah.
I'd probably just pass on that.
Okay. All right, one of our shorter stops, a grand total of about 5 minutes. Not sure if it would have been better if the owner here is not. I tend to believe that the people that work with the owner are a reflection of how they are, so I don't really know what to say other than I asked the manager of the store if we could do a quick interview and a talk, and he declined. So we got some pictures. That's about it. Very clean store. I really liked the way it smelled, oddly enough. I don't know what that was. It wasn't cardboard. It was just really nice in there. Very, very, very clean. Almost corporate-like, but sorry, guys. This is, it's just not that easy all the time. So, not Mitch.